I met Les about 10 years ago through mutual friends in South Addison. I knew right away that he was a person of serious purpose. And the other thing about him that struck me was he was always working, even though I knew he was retired. And then I found out that he was involved in most every organization that was good organization for Washington County. He was treasurer of this, he was on the board of that, not just the Seacoast Mission. Here was a person who not merely believed in giving back, which he does quietly and generously with his resources, but believed in giving back with everything he had. It's another thing to have to take the vision and incubate it and nurture it and find a place for it, nestle it into another organization to make it grow and to make it function and make it real. And now we have EDGE. Les is one of those few people I can count on one hand who has a kind of quiet competence and confidence that allows him to be inspirational to other people. There's no declaring, there's no shouting, there's no overreacting. There's only quiet, clear competence through his quiet determination, sense of humor, expertise, and caring, sheer caring, made it happen. So that now we have EDGE in the center of programs that span from kindergarten to 12, grade 12, which involve leadership, enrichment, reinforcing, scholarship opportunities, and all of that is because of the shepherding of Les, among others, but mostly because of Les.
We had a place mid-coast at the mouth of the Kennebec River, and there were lots of people and boats. And Ed had a new dock, and he was all excited, and he was down on his new dock, and put, 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 put comes along a boat, and they introduced themselves to Ed, and Ed came into the house, came up the hill, and Connie, I met the nicest people, or from Dallas, Texas, and they've been coming here for a long, long time. Les and Joyce Coleman. He wasn't connected with the mission at that point. We were forming a committee at what turns out to be an EDGE committee, and I'm not even sure EDGE was even named EDGE at that point, but I knew that he is very philanthropic and interested in the community. He's been coming there since he was a little boy. I told him this program, and he was very fond of Ed. And so I think that also being part of it, thinking of Ed and carrying on what Ed wished, was important to him. Les having the personality that we know. I mean, he's, when he puts his name to something, you know it's worthwhile.
I joined the board with the encouragement of Connie Greaves Bates. I had just retired and wanted to do something in Maine that I felt was important. Well, my involvement with EDGE over the period I was on the board and chair of what was called the EDGE committee, I found it very interesting to watch people like Charlie Harrington and others, and to watch the parents begin to encourage their children to participate in EDGE and to support their participation. There's one time when I came up here in the summer and wanted to do something with the students that were here in the summer camp. And so I got a bicycle and I rode with them up and down this Sunrise Trail. And it was interesting to listen to their conversations about what was going on. And it gave me a different perspective. It's been a real enlightenment, and I've been able to see things I've never been exposed to before in my life.